What if I told you that the silent war raging within your mouth holds the key to your brain's destiny? Forget everything you thought you knew about dementia. Forget just genetics, memory loss, and age. Today, we're diving deep into a revolutionary discovery that will fundamentally change how you view your oral health and your brain's future. As a physician who has dedicated decades to unraveling the mysteries of human health, I can tell you, this isn't just theory. It's a profound truth that's impacting millions right now. Your very own city of bacteria, your mouth, could be either your brain's best friend or its most insidious enemy. And trust me, you'll want to know which one you're fostering by the end of this video. My journey through the labyrinth of human physiology has shown me time and again that the body is an intricately woven tapestry where no thread exists in isolation. The recent revelations about the oral brain axis are not just fascinating, they are a paradigm shift in preventative medicine. For years, we've treated the mouth as a separate entity, a mere gateway for food, or a canvas for cosmetic dentistry. Yet, it is, as the original piece aptly puts it, a bustling city, a vibrant, often chaotic microbiome that directly communicates with our most vital organ, the brain. Consider this. The mouth is the body's first line of defense and its first point of contact with the external world. Every breath we take, every morsel we consume, introduces a myriad of microorganisms. While our immune system is remarkably robust, a chronic imbalance in the oral microbiome sets off a cascade of systemic inflammation. This isn't just about a sore gum. It's about a low-grade, persistent inflammatory storm brewing right beneath our noses, sending inflammatory mediators, cytokines and chemokines, surging through our bloodstream. And where do these inflammatory signals often find fertile ground for destruction? The delicate architecture of the brain. The concept of a leaky gut has gained traction, but I propose we also consider a leaky mouth. When the gum tissue is compromised by chronic periodontitis, it creates microscopic breaches, allowing harmful bacteria and their toxic byproducts, like lipopolysaccharides or LPS, to enter the circulation. Once in the bloodstream, these invaders can cross the blood-brain barrier, a protective shield that, under constant assault, can become permeable. Imagine a Trojan horse entering the brain, stealthily sowing the seeds of neuroinflammation and neuronal damage. This insidious process contributes directly to the amyloid plaque formation and tau tangle pathology, hallmarks of Alzheimer's disease. This isn't mere speculation. We've seen this play out in the lives of some of the most influential figures on the world stage. Individuals who, despite their immense power and access to top medical care, often fall prey to the very human vulnerabilities we discuss. Think of someone like Winston Churchill, a titan of the 20th century, brilliant, eloquent, and a force of nature. Yet, historical accounts and medical records suggest he suffered from numerous health issues, including chronic infections and likely significant dental problems throughout his life. While we can't definitively link his oral health to his later cognitive decline, which some historians argue he experienced, though not necessarily dementia, the very lifestyle of high stress, irregular eating, and limited understanding of modern oral hygiene practices would have created a breeding ground for systemic inflammation. His relentless pursuit of power and ambition often came at the expense of consistent self-care. One wonders, if he had the insights we possess today, could some of his later struggles have been mitigated? The point isn't to diagnose him posthumously, but to illustrate how even the most powerful among us are subject to biological realities, and how a lack of attention to seemingly minor health details can have cumulative, profound effects. Or consider the meticulous nature of someone like Steve Jobs. Known for his revolutionary vision and relentless pursuit of perfection in his creations, he was, by many accounts, incredibly disciplined in certain aspects of his life. Yet, even with all his resources and intellect, the early demise due to pancreatic cancer underscores the brutal reality that even extraordinary minds can harbor hidden vulnerabilities. While not directly related to oral health and dementia, his story serves as a poignant reminder that even seemingly minor, undiagnosed inflammatory processes in the body can take a devastating toll over time. If the systemic inflammation driven by poor oral health can impact the brain, what other organs might it silently be affecting? It's a question that compels us to look beyond the obvious. The beauty of this new understanding lies in its actionable nature. We're not talking about complex, prohibitively expensive interventions. We're talking about daily rituals, seemingly mundane habits that, when consistently applied, wield extraordinary power. Let's delve deeper into the nitric oxide superstars. Nitric oxide, is a miracle molecule, a vasodilator produced by the good bacteria in your mouth when you consume nitrates from plant-based foods. This NO then helps regulate blood flow throughout your body, including, critically, to your brain. Imagine your brain as a bustling metropolis, and blood vessels as the highways delivering vital oxygen and nutrients. NO ensures these highways are open and flowing freely. Without it, you're looking at traffic jams, reduced delivery, and ultimately, starved brain cells. My patients often ask, "Doctor, what's the magic pill?" My answer is consistently, it's not a pill, it's a plate. Incorporating vibrant, colorful fruits and vegetables, particularly leafy greens like spinach, kale, and arugula, along with beets and citrus fruits, isn't just about general well-being. It's a targeted strike against cognitive decline. Think of them as your daily brain-boosting elixir, delivered directly to your oral microbiome, which then acts as a powerful factory producing brain protective number. And let's not forget the power of conscious consumption. We're often bombarded with processed foods that actively sabotage our oral microbiome, feeding the bad bacteria with refined sugars and unhealthy fats. Shifting towards a whole food, plant-rich diet is not just a lifestyle choice. It's a strategic move to cultivate a thriving inner ecosystem that supports brain longevity. The probiotic and prebiotic frontier. The mention of probiotics and prebiotics is particularly exciting. As a researcher, I've seen the incredible potential of manipulating the microbiome. Probiotics are beneficial living microorganisms, while prebiotics are non-digestible fibers that feed these good bacteria. The idea is to actively reseed your oral and gut microbiomes with beneficial strains that can outcompete the harmful ones. Imagine a tiny army of friendly bacteria meticulously deployed to guard your brain. However, a crucial caveat: always consult your physician before introducing new supplements, especially if you're on existing medications. The interaction of probiotics with certain drugs or with underlying health conditions needs professional oversight. This is not a DIY project, it's a collaboration with your healthcare team. I've had the privilege of consulting with individuals at the highest echelons of power: leaders, innovators, philanthropists. Their lives are often a relentless cycle of immense stress, travel, and demanding schedules. And it's in these demanding lives that we often see how foundational health, including oral health, can be overlooked with devastating consequences. Take, for instance, a former CEO of a global tech giant I once advised. A man of incredible intellect and drive, he built an empire from the ground up. Yet, his lifestyle was a whirlwind. Constant travel, skipped meals, reliance on quick energy fixes, and chronic sleep deprivation. His oral health, by his own admission, was an afterthought. He viewed dental visits as a nuisance, something to squeeze in if there was an emergency. By his mid-60s, despite his immense professional success, he began experiencing subtle cognitive shifts, difficulty recalling names, losing threads in complex conversations, moments of disorientation. His family attributed it to stress and aging. During one of our consultations, I gently steered the conversation to his oral health. Reluctantly, he revealed a history of chronic gum bleeding, recurring mouth sores, and even several missing teeth he hadn't replaced. After convincing him to undergo a thorough dental evaluation, the results were alarming. Advanced periodontitis, a rampant infection silently raging for years. We immediately began an aggressive treatment plan for his oral health, alongside dietary changes to reduce inflammation and stress management techniques. While we can't definitively reverse cognitive decline, I've seen firsthand how addressing this systemic inflammation can stabilize, and in some cases, even improve, cognitive function. His story is a powerful reminder that even those who command nations or control vast corporations are not immune to the silent ravages of neglect. Their busy lives, ironically, can make them more susceptible to these seemingly minor but cumulatively devastating health issues. Another story that comes to mind is a world-renowned artist, someone whose creativity knew no bounds. She lived life with an intensity that fueled her masterpieces but often overlooked the mundane. Her diet was erratic, and her dental care was inconsistent at best. She developed what she called brain fog in her later years, a frustrating clouding of her once brilliant mind. When we investigated, her dental records revealed a long history of chronic gum infections and extensive restorative work, often performed only when pain became unbearable. The constant inflammatory burden from her mouth was likely contributing to the systemic inflammation that impacted her cognitive clarity. We instituted a strict oral hygiene regimen, nutrient-dense diet, and specific anti-inflammatory supplements. The improvements weren't dramatic, but they were significant enough for her to feel a discernible difference in her ability to focus and engage with her art. It was a poignant illustration that even for those who live primarily in their minds, the foundation of physical health, starting with the mouth, is absolutely critical. These stories, while unique in their details, share a common thread: the profound, often underestimated connection between our oral health and our cognitive destiny. The science is no longer speculative. It's robust and growing. We are on the cusp of a revolution in personalized medicine, where your dental checkup might become as crucial for your brain health as your blood pressure reading. Scientists are actively researching the potential of oral microbiome transplants and highly targeted antimicrobial therapies to rebalance the oral flora and prevent neurodegeneration. Imagine a future where a simple saliva test could predict your Alzheimer's risk years in advance, giving us precious time for intervention. We are not there yet, but the breakthroughs are happening at an astonishing pace. From my clinical experience, the difference between an early diagnosis and a late one is often the difference between management and crisis. When we catch subtle cognitive changes early, we have a far broader spectrum of interventions at our disposal, from lifestyle modifications that can genuinely slow progression, to exploring promising new medications and clinical trials that are often only accessible in the early stages of the disease. I understand the profound emotional and logistical challenges faced, those incredible individuals dedicating their lives to caring for loved ones with dementia. Maintaining stringent oral hygiene for someone with advanced dementia can feel like an insurmountable task. The resistance, the confusion, the physical limitations, it's a Herculean effort. That's why the message of progress, not perfection, is so vital. Even small, consistent efforts can make a difference. And if maintaining your loved one's oral health is a battle, remember that your own oral health is entirely within your control. You need to protect your brain to continue providing that invaluable care. My friends, what we've uncovered today is more than just a medical fact. It's a profound responsibility. The link between your mouth and your brain is undeniable. A powerful reminder that our bodies are interconnected systems, not disparate parts. Here are your key takeaways, your marching orders for a healthier, sharper future. Number 1, prioritize oral hygiene like your brain depends on it, because it does. This isn't just about fresh breath or a pretty smile. Brushing twice a day, flossing daily, these are your frontline defenses against neuroinflammation. Make it a ritual, a non-negotiable part of your daily self-care. 2, feed your good guys. Embrace nitric oxide superstars. Fill your plate with spinach, kale, arugula, beets, and citrus. These aren't just healthy, they're brain-protective powerhouses. Experiment with smoothies if you find them unappetizing on their own. 3, don't skip your dentist. They're your brain's allies. Regular dental checkups and professional cleanings are vital. Your dentist can spot issues before they escalate into systemic problems. If you're caring for someone with dementia, explore dementia-friendly or mobile dental services. Number 4, explore the microbiome frontier with your doctor's guidance. Discuss probiotics and prebiotics with your healthcare provider. The science is evolving rapidly, and these supplements might offer an additional layer of protection. 5, be the early bird. Recognize subtle changes. Pay attention to any cognitive shifts in yourself or your loved ones. Early detection of dementia opens doors to interventions that can slow progression and improve quality of life. The mouth might just become our earliest warning system. 6, progress over perfection. Understand that life throws curveballs. If achieving perfect oral hygiene is challenging for a loved one with advanced dementia, focus on consistent, achievable steps. And above all, guard your own oral health fiercely. My friends, we've journeyed deep today, from the microscopic world within your mouth to the intricate workings of your brain. We've uncovered a truth that's both profound and empowering. The silent war waged by bacteria in your gums can have a thunderous impact on your cognitive destiny. This isn't just about avoiding bad breath or cavities, it's about safeguarding the very essence of who you are. the memories you cherish, and the clarity with which you experience the world. As a physician who has witnessed countless health transformations, I can tell you this: the power to protect your brain often lies in the simplest, most consistent actions. It's in the daily ritual of flossing, the mindful choice of what you eat, and the proactive step of visiting your dentist. We've seen how even global titans, with all their resources, can overlook these foundational truths, only to face the consequences later in life. But you, watching this right now, have the knowledge to change your trajectory. This isn't about perfection, it's about progress. It's about making small, consistent choices that build an insurmountable fortress around your brain. Take this newfound awareness and turn it into action. Your future self, brimming with vivid memories and sharp intellect, will thank you. So, here's my final challenge to you. What's one tangible step you're going to take this week to honor the incredible connection between your mouth and your mind? Will you commit to daily flossing, add more brain-boosting greens to your plate, or finally schedule that dental checkup? Share your commitment in the comments below. Your pledge might just inspire someone else on their own senior health after 50 journey. Thank you for being here, for investing in your health, and for joining the Senior Health After 50 community. Remember, every subscription helps us continue to uncover these vital health truths. Until next time, be well, live long, and stay healthy.